I recently had the incredible opportunity to attend Startup South in the vibrant city of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. And let me tell you, it was an absolute blast. At the event, I got a chance to chat with some amazing individuals about their career choices. We delved into industries they decided to pursue, the challenges they faced, and the advice they had for aspiring entrepreneurs looking to follow in their footsteps. But that's not all. I also probed into the nitty-gritty details of how they grew their businesses and made their money. Trust me, their stories are nothing short of inspiring, so stay tuned for some valuable insight and success stories coming your way. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode of this incredible journey. My name is Tammy. What's your name, sir?
My name is Uche Ebuze.
What industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
Pardon?
What industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
Yeah, telecoms.
Telecoms. How long have you been doing?
19 years.
19.
Yep.
Which basically I'm seeing Airtel on your shirt. So basically it's Airtel you work for. So how's the journey been so far?
Yeah, it's been awesome. You know, I work in a very fast moving consuming industry where every slight of seconds matters a lot. So you must be a fast thinker, and you must also at every given time put your first foot on the road and be able to make a lot of progress.
So what has been some of the major challenges you have faced in your line of work?
Being able to take very decisive decisions and work like there is no tomorrow. Work like the day is your very last, and multitask. So you must be able to multitask at all time, and being the best in what you're doing, because a lot more is expected of you.
Okay. So for someone who wants to get into your line of work, what piece of advice would you give to that person?
Okay, so first and foremost, you must be ready to live your dream. You must be ready to be very uncomfortable. In fact, you must be always uncomfortable, and you should be able to know that you're going into an industry where it's not for the faint heart. So you must be ready to learn at every given time, and also be ready to take the criticism as they come, and then move on.
So far, what has been the most amount of money you've made in a year?
Okay, so I'm a salary earner, and so I just earn my salary every month.
All right. Okay, that's fine. What's your passion? What drives you?
Okay, being able to create new things and ensure that in my line of duty I put smiles in the face of people and solve customers' problem, and basically do simple things in a very simple way, and then and being able to also create room for people to show people that look, that you can be there for them.
All right. So who are the top 5 people in your life, personally or publicly, that have helped shape or inspire you to become the person that you are today?
Okay, so first and foremost, a lot more people have not understood or gone through the history of our Lord Jesus Christ, who at a very tender age decided what he wants to do. So at a very tender age, he has left his parents to go and pursue his career in the ministry, and then with all the criticism and everything, today he's the greatest man on earth. So first and foremost, I look up to him. Even when I'm not sure that you will see people who has crucified you and then you still say forgive them even unto death. So I look up to him as one of my greatest hero. And then I have a couple of other persons that shaped my life. Sam Edoho, who used to be my former director of sales, while I was in Visa Phone was a man who has also shaped my life. I have a couple of other persons. My current Chief Commercial Officer, Femi, who I see as a man who, I will look at him as someone who understands the basic knowledge of sales, and he's been able to just tell you how those things are done. And then my mom, who has also shaped me, who from the cradle, directed my footstep, showed me the lines to go, taught me what the things that are good, the bad, and the ugly. And then society too has also been there for me.
So one last question. Let's wrap it up. What do you do to relax?
Oh, okay. So I work too late in the night. So most times when I try to figure out what I want to do next, I just get off my seat. I take a walk around. When I walk, I meditate. So it helps me to relax. And then I watch football. I'm a Chelsea fan, so I watch football. So I would like you to all check and subscribe to Efficiently Inspired. I mean, it's a place to be.
Thank you so much. Okay, so my name is Tammy. What's your name, sir?
I am Abraham.
What industry did you decide to choose, pursue a career in?
So basically, I'm in the marketing, sales and marketing, but down leveraging digital technology.
So for how long have you been in the space?
So it's over 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, working with businesses, helping them to build marketing and sales with digital technology.
How's it been so far?
Yeah, it's been helpful. Essentially, the idea is seeing more businesses being more profitable and making more insights business decisions, leveraging informations that are a bit accurate and tools that the digital technology provides. Yeah, so that's more like it. The joy is how the improvements we're having in the society, digital technology-wise, is helping businesses to do better, increase their sales and all of that.
All right. So, what's your passion in life? Basically, what drives you?
Okay. So, there are a number of things that drive me, but then essentially, it's about being a solution, right? So, why did I'm basically, I have an engineering background and I've actually done a lot in engineering, but seeing businesses thrive and seeing them grow basically gives me joy, and I will call that my passion.
All right. Okay, so what's one piece of advice you give to somebody who wants to get into digital marketing like you are?
Yeah, so essentially it's just to know that the primary objective is the businesses. So that desire, that passion to see them succeed makes you a success for yourself, because you will do whatever and all that it takes to be able to provide them quality services. And when you provide them quality services, they will be happy because they will engage your service, and you will be happy to seeing their business find fulfillment just leveraging your services. So that's a piece of advice. And of course, personal development, right? You can never stop learning because technology is still evolving. Whatever we have now is not all that there is. So more things are coming on a daily basis. So you just have to keep on learning, keep on improving on yourself, basically.
All right. What do you do to relax?
So I do a couple of things to relax, but one major thing I do is meditation, right? So meditation helps me to calm my nerves, helps me to really see through whatever I'm doing in the light of fulfillment and essence, right? So I won't say music because it's not. So meditation goes a long way to help me, get to my real essence, basically.
What's the most amount of money you've made in a year as a digital marketer?
I don't really give figures like that. So yeah, but digital marketing can be profitable. That's all I can say.
All right. So who are like the top 5 people in your life, personally or public figures, that have helped shape the kind of person you are today?
So starting out, I knew that as much as I have played in employee roles, I have this natural instinct for business. So starting out, so I read a lot of biographies and autobiographies. So people like Henry Ford, people like Wilberforce. I believe in spirituality, and I know that it's also one integral aspect of our human development. So people that have helped me in that regard are enormous. So I'll say, coming to entrepreneurship, I look up to the likes of Elon Musk. I read about their personal story and then the things they are doing in their walk of life. And I don't need to be like them essentially, but I am picking a whole lot from all of these successful entrepreneurs that are within Africa and even beyond Africa.
So my name is Tammy GMB. What's your name?
My name is Oak Augustine Promise.
All right. What industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
Okay, hardware.
Hardware.
Yeah.
That's basically tech.
Yeah, hardware, yeah. Engineering tech hub. I work in engineering tech hub.
So how long have you been doing?
For 3 years.
3 years. Specifically, what do you do?
Okay, I work as a program manager. So in my role, I oversee and coordinate projects and initiatives in order for them to meet up with the organizational goals and objectives.
So what has been, some of the major challenges, you've faced in your line of work?
Okay, here in Nigeria, we don't pay more attention in engineering, So our goal is to bridge the skill gap between engineering, education and the industry, whereby we build capacity. So all the challenges we face is the equipment needed for this capacity building, and also the willingness for young people to sacrifice their time to build capacity for themselves. They focus more on getting that little money they get now, but they don't want to build capacity for themselves. So capacity building and the required equipment and machines.
You think you've been doing this thing for how many years?
For 3 years.
3 years. So what has been like some of the major achievements here?
Okay, so far so good. I work in Clinton Innovation Center. So Clinton Innovation Center is an engineering tech hub. So we build capacity. We help young people to create engineering innovations. So we have 4 focus areas in Clinton Innovation Center. We are into digital skills. So this is where we train young people with skills like computer-aided design, computer-aided manufacturing, and renewable LED. So far so good. We've trained 585 young persons in this set of skills. So
Harcourt?
No, in Abia State.
Oh.
Abia State. So our second focus area is STEM education. So through this medium, we've developed indigenous STEM kits, which we've used to train secondary school students in 60 schools in Aba and outside Abia State. And also the third thing we do, we are into engineering education. So through there's a program we call Engineering for Industry. So this is where we train engineering lecturers, engineering students, and engineering graduates on advanced industry skills like product design, 3D printing, 3D scanning, CNC machining, laser cutting, welding and fabrication. So far we've trained about 584 engineering students, lecturers and graduates in this set of skills. And some of them, as a matter of fact, have raised fundings for themselves. Or we don't just try to lead them, also incubate those who have good business ideas.
Okay, so what's some piece of advice you give to someone who would love to get into your line of work?
Okay, just like every other skill set, it requires time and dedication. Starting always is very difficult, but if you commit to it, make the necessary sacrifice, because it requires your time, your money. You need a working laptop, as a matter of fact. Now, if you look at the constraints we have in this country, no lights, poor network. But if you don't see those things as a challenge, if you don't allow those things to stop you, if you push further, of course, at the end you'll be glad that you committed to it.
All right, so let's wrap it up. What do you do to relax? After the day's work, stress.
Okay. I like vacations. I like going to vacations. go to places, go to the beach, hang out with friends, where we keep work aside, talk about life, talk about how we want to be, family, sometimes share challenges, we can also provide solutions to ourselves, have fun. All right, my name is Augustine Promise. I'm a product design engineer and also a program manager. So you guys should subscribe, like, and share Efficiently Inspired YouTube channel. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. My name is Tammy GMB. What's your name, man?
I am Adobe Nsofo.
Okay. So what industry did you decide to, pursue a career in?
I'm in the food sector, food processing.
Food processing. For how long have you been in the food sector?
That's like 9 years now.
9 years.
Yeah.
So what would you say has been some of the most, challenging times,
So much. Well, the country presently is going through a very rough patch. So it's affecting every aspect, every sector of the country, and we are not left behind. Besides, there is the issue of theft, as in the issue of I don't want to just say, I don't want to agree with Buhari that our youths are lazy, but most youths are lazy. I guess that's why they are drifting, looking for easy money. But you have issues with staffing, getting the right quality of staff, because people are always looking for the least possible responsibility with the highest return, And for us in the food sector, you have to roll up your sleeve and do the task if you have to. Yeah, there are areas that would require maybe, it's not still minimum input and maximum output, unless you have grown to that. Even at the highest level, you still have to put in the work. So we have the challenge of getting youth to get involved in food processing. That's a...
Okay, so if I get you correctly, food processing, not like maybe making food or like...
No, not like...
So can you explain in detail?
Into food manufacturing myself. I happen to be the CEO of Donabel Juice Company Limited. We process virtually everything you can think of into powders. Our aim is to make available raw materials for creative people in the food sector to use and produce healthy foods. So that's why we went into it. So presently we have fruits, all kinds of fruit powders, like banana powders. We also have some banana chips you can use for your baking, any other food processing, anything else you want to use banana chips to do. But we have powders, we have paps, like akamu, what you call akamu. We have that in different varieties. We have the plain ones, we have the red velvet pap, all kinds of maize and sorghum and millets, ginger, as in all kinds. And we have date powders. You know date? Oh, okay. The Hausas call it debino. So we have dates in powdered form. We have tiger nut also in powdered form. We have, just name it, beans powders.
So what's the most amount of money you or your company has made in a year?
Presently, I think we're doing like turnover now, not profits. Turnover, we do like 60 something in millions. But that's not our profit, because turnover is far different from profit,
So what strategies would you say would help someone to scale up a business from 0 to 60 million like your?
We actually started from 0 indeed, like with 3,000 naira. You understand? So 3,000 naira capital we started, and then we're doing like 60 million. But what's the strategy really? I think it's persistence, so consistency, And that willing, first of all, passion, because me, I can do this thing from me. I'm also part of the production staff. So it's not like I have people who are working for me, but I work myself out. The only time I'm not working is because I'm here. I work on my phone, I work in the process itself. So if I'm not passionate about what I'm doing, I will not be able to do that. You understand? So it's about passion. It's about, and I don't even see it as work. Because I do it from morning till night. Even when my staff have closed and gone home, I'm still there working, because I can wake up around 11 p.m. and go back to the factory. I can wake up at 3 a.m. and drive to the factory, because it's what I want to do. You understand? So I'm just there every time. I think it's passion, and then consistency, because even when you're not seeing the profits, you're just doing it knowing that one day profits will come.
So where in what states has your company reached?
I am presently, my factory is located in Abuja. That's where I live. But I'm presently, I supply to Sokoto, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Edo State, and Imo State, yeah. I think those are the 5 states presently. We're hoping to grow and get more.
Okay, that's it. What advice would you give to your 20-year-old self?
Oh, at 20, I should have started. I should just have started. I shouldn't have been, what was I even doing at 20? I was waiting for JAM. I was waiting for WAEC. And they kept cancelling. I should have just gone into what I wanted to do and not wait for them. You understand? By now, I would have I'm 44 now, so you see, 24 years ago, what I would have been doing would have been much, listen. But then there is no better time to start than now, as in that yesterday, and then the next best time they say is now. So.
Can you give us like 5 names, either personal or public figures that inspire you or that have helped shape the person you are today?
3 of them. Now I don't know how popular Obani in Kangine is. That's a Total Support and the founder of Total Support Energies.
Okay.
You know that? He is one person I looked up to as a child. I was hoping that because of him, I would do the kind of things he's doing, not really in the same sector, but toe his line. That's one person. Then as a child, I used to look up to Kim Bello Osagie. Yeah, I used to look up to him a great deal. I read everything about him in the tabloids that time, because I love the fact, one thing that struck me was the fact that despite how much money he had, he remained slim. You understand? So it's like, I got that notion that it's not money that makes people fat. So I knew that I was going to become rich and I'm going to stay slim.
So you consider yourself slim now?
Right now, well, I think so. With how many kids, it's not exactly the same for ladies, especially when you start having kids and all that. And if you're not built slim, but if you work on it, you can get something close to it. So that's why I think I'm slim.
All right, so let's wrap it up. So what do you do to relax?
What do I do to relax?
Not stress.
What do I do to relax? I dance. I enjoy dancing, and I read a lot too.
Can you give us a sneak peek into what you read? Recommendation.
Presently, I do more of I just read anything that comes my way these days. Yes, I do inspirational books. I do novels, just business books and all that. But I also read a lot of romance novels and all that, right now. And social media, not really, except I have to reply to messages on WhatsApp and once through Facebook. But I read more. My name is Adobe, like I told you earlier, and I will encourage every one of you to subscribe to Efficiently Inspired. You can see the name Efficiently Inspired, not just inspired and running all around, but you are efficiently inspired to do greater works, because you can only do greater works.
Thank you so much, Mama. Nice having you. Sure. Thank you.